Damn.
Full house on me, baby.
Look
I'm
at
beating the
that.
house, baby.
29
Sorry, I'm a little
Yeah.
messed up this morning. I had way too much sleep.
That was good.
Good morning, King Bitch. I'm doing very good this morning.
I'm happy.
Deal is
We
straight.
got a good panel today, that's for sure.
And Michelangelo, Cindy, your husband lost his. He lost his hair the minute he walked down that aisle and said, "Oh Lord, I'm stuck with you."
Oh, no.
Damn, I pulled a
He
straight.
wouldn't dare.
And I would have won that.
He wouldn't dare go
He
there.
willingly,
What's up,
although, you know what? My husband didn't show up at the church till 5 minutes. 5 minutes was supposed to get married.
Joe Biden.
I'm looking out the window like, don't
Where
show
is
up.
he?
Whatever. No, I really wasn't. I'm like, what the heck is he? I looked at my mother and like, is he coming? She's like, I don't know. We tried to call.
How long have you been married?
35
good win.
years.
Wow. That's
Wow.
It'll be
amazing.
36 years this summer.
36 years? What?
I bet you remember your wedding day just as clear as it was when you were there, right?
I do, absolutely. Remember every bit of it.
Yep, that's one of those days you don't forget. I loved my wedding.
Does you have a full house?
I loved the honeymoon, everything. It was very nice.
I remember my dad kissing me on the cheek and saying, "I love you, girl." I was like, "Oh, that's my daddy."
Sweet. So, 35 years. Congrats. Not many
I also remember we had been married. The best thing my father ever did for me. We'd been married 6 months. We had a fight, and I went back to my parents. I was so mad. My dad met me at the door, and he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "We had a fight." And I said, "I'm mad." And he said, He said, "You're not coming in." And I said, "What?" He said, "This isn't your home anymore." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Your home is with your husband." He said, "This is where you grew up." He said, "But your home is with your husband."
You never went back to your home,
He said, "Go home and fix it." He said, "You can come here and visit anytime you want." But he said, "Your home is with your husband."
Deal had 2
Good morning, Clash in Canada.
And that was the best thing in the world he ever told us. Because we knew that when we had a fight, we had to stay there and fix it. We couldn't run out the door.
Love. Michelangelo said that he would have went underground. I think he was talking about when your husband showed up 5 minutes before the wedding. He went over underground.
Actually, there was a literal bet in my family that our marriage would last 2 years.
What? Oh my God.
We never knew where the money was because after we last 2 years, we thought we should get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's this money? Give it to us.
What did you do for your honeymoon?
We just went to a small hotel about an hour away, and then we went to this cave where you had to walk down, spirally down into the ground. I don't know how many feet it was down into the ground, and the farther you got down, the colder it got. And as you went down, you could see all these etchings that the Indians made, where Indians hid. And as they would make etchings as they went down. So cool. But as the farther you got down, I couldn't believe how cold it was. But before you went down, they would tell you you're going to need jackets. And it was so cool because it was just a spiral type thing. And the etchings that were on there was just so, just a big cave that was circled down into the ground.
Very nice.
Something we wanted to see.
Well, I would love, I know I talked about talking, and I would love to talk to him if he is lurking or anything, if you can come on the
yes,
panel.
I was going to ask you, are you allowed to say what happened to him?
I just know that he went to the hospital. We all know that part. And there was a procedure that he's recovering, but he happens to be watching right now.
Hi,
I'd
Denise.
really like him to come up
Oh,
and
and
talk to us.
I would think by now everyone knows
Oh, Denise
that
Wayne in the
Golden's
chat.
in
She
the
says,
hospital.
Christine Renee, hello there.
Didn't know
DFK,
that.
hello there. Peanut, hello there.
What's going
Shelly,
on?
hello
I tried
there.
to find you that night. I tried to find you that night. It was like 11 o'clock at night because I was going to ask you to go live so that we could announce it on your panel. Because I know you usually get a variety of people. But I couldn't find you.
Well,
What's going on?
what happened?
Golden has a problem with her, ended up being a problem like with her stomach. Let's put it that way. She was with her family.
About to get wild.
And, yeah,
Is she okay?
she's really in the hospital. She she was really in bad shape at first. But she's doing better.
Oh, I won.
She had a procedure done to try to help her. But I don't know how long she's going to be in the hospital. It's going to be a little bit. Has to do with her stomach.
Wow.
It was to the point like that she was losing blood in her stomach at first.
Fuck.
Oh,
And they had to kind of figure out where it was coming from. But,
Ulcers, maybe? Bleeding ulcers?
no, that's what it sounded like at first, but no, it wasn't. But at very first, she was in really bad shape, but she's coming up. She's doing better, but it's hard to tell how long she's going to be there.
okay.
But I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, just tell us what what she wants you to tell us.
Yeah.
How much she wants you to tell us. And that's kind of what I'm doing with Tonkin is I'm just telling people what he's allowing me to tell them, basically. And I hope he's okay.
Yes,
He
yeah.
Win for
didn't
3.3.
send me a message at all today.
Yeah,
We'll
towards
stay here.
it, she had that blood because somewhere she's losing blood. So she was like, blood was disappearing and they don't know where. But it's basically it's a stomach problem. They have to just figure it all out. That's why she had to have a procedure.
Well,
They still
my mother had
They still have a couple more tests.
perforated ulcers. So she was getting quite a bit of blood in her stomach.
But she was with her family and suddenly didn't feel good and then passed out. And so.
Yeah,
Get
Like
that
her
figured out.
O2, she was in bad enough shape that her O2 stats had dropped into the 80s. You know, that's not good.
No.
And she's got asthma, so for a while she was a pretty sick woman. She's still a sick woman, just, not as bad.
Great.
But
Well, yeah.
bring your
definitely
prayers and your good wishes.
Yes, definitely do that for sure. I'm gonna get off here, so I will see you guys later. Maybe what's today? Saturday? Probably
day.
tomorrow night. I'm probably gonna go live. So if you guys wanna stop by. I'm not doing the whole time slot thing.
Well, what the hell you got to do that's better than this?
I'm very busy today. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
Well, come back when you can't stay so long.
Have a good day.
Okay, talk to you later, Shelly.
Bye, Cindy. Bye, DFK.
Well, that was awesome. That was a good time. Had a good time. With that said, I'm out of here. Mike, drop. Peace out.